Look, I got a question about autograph seekers. It's funny. I'm sure when a fan goes up to you and asks for your autograph, you really appreciate. I mean, you do it with pleasure. Sometimes I see these professional autograph
Right.
seekers waiting outside the door. How do you think, or how do you feel when you see like a middle-aged guy with 10 pieces of paper wanting an autograph?
Like, I think those are probably the first kind of guys I ever experienced. Like, I remember I went to do the Jon Stewart show like years ago, and I had hardly done anything, and there was these older men standing outside, and they were like 70 and 80, and they had all these pictures of me, and I realize now that they run out and sell them, so it's better if you ask their name and put their name, but that probably pisses them off.
You know, a lot of actors have done some TV commercials in their past.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of products did you sell, and what kind of interesting things did they have you do over and over again in those commercials?
What did I do? When I was still modeling, I did a Bongo Jeans commercial, which was pretty great actually, because we went to Venezuela and we lived in the jungle for 2 weeks in tents and bathed in cold rivers, and that was really fun. And then I did a Pantene commercial, and my neck was sore for like a month afterwards. I could hardly move my neck. It was very painful.
What do they have you do in that one?
Oh my God, flinging hair, flying hair, jumping on trampolines, leaping hair, spinning, and then I have this line where I go, finally! And my boyfriend makes fun of me so bad. We go, finally! And we run around the house. It's pretty funny.
You know, I loved your costumes in this movie because you looked like from the 60s but still modern. How much thought did they put into what you were going to wear?
Well, this costume woman, Colleen, is brilliant. She's incredible, and she did everything, and she's so talented, and so she just, you know, that's all her. She did everything, and I think there's a lot of planning that goes into it. She's done lots of really great stuff. She did Edward Scissorhands, she did Johnny's costume, and she's very talented.
Now, I hate to ask you what was it like to work with Tom Hanks question, but let me put a different spin on it. How did people react to him when he was on the set and passerbyers came by?
Well, it was really funny for us because all of us we'd be sitting around throwing food at each other and shooting our first couple scenes, and then we'd leave and we'd all walk outside, and like we'd get knocked over by these kids running to chase after his car, and Big George's bodyguard used to have to come to the door and put him in the car and take him off because they would chase after the car. And we'd be standing there like, hey, wait for us.
And one last question. When I think of difficult scenes to film, there's a quick shot of you at a carnival with a bunch of people in one of those little things that spins around. How many takes, and was anyone vomiting by the end of that?
No, I don't think we did that many. We did a few. We had to go on a few rides, but actually they had this ride there called the Zipper, which is my favorite ride on the entire planet. It's shaped like this, but the different cars move all around, and I went on it about 6 times probably, and I loved that. I'm not a vomiter. I like roller coasters.